municipal. Municipal. Municipal solid waste. Food Waste Hong Kong was launched last year. Since then, it raised awareness of industrial and commercial area. Industrial area raise awareness in industrial and commercial area on waste. Hong Kong produced 9,000 tons municipal solid waste per day. Among them, food waste occupied 40%. To face or to cope with waste managed challenge, we announced Hong Kong Resources and Recycle Blueprint in May last year, introducing Hong Kong Food Strategy, government policy and action plans in waste management for future 10 years. I have been officer for 1.5 years. People from different sectors of society, including committees, industry. Friends, even citizens, both tell me Hong Kong community sometimes organized deduct reduce food waste campaign. Food Waste Hong Kong campaign encouraged people reduce amount of food turning. According to several citizen surveys, pointed out the mainstream opinion is toward support supports waste charging scheme. According to several citizen surveys, points out the mainstream opinion is towards supporting waste charging scheme implement in the future, but sometimes they still ask why Hong Kong need to expand the amount, the capacity of free landfill, or build in center 係咪分化咯？我記得係咁。Incinerator. But sometimes they still ask why Hong Kong need to expand the capacity of free landfills or build incinerators. 月頭減廢。Waste 源頭減廢 reduce waste at source. Reduce waste at source is our main mission in Blueprint. I personally doing 身體力行你點樣嘅？我考試嗰陣時係I do by myself 咯，我只係。Practicing what he practicing what I practice. Important for a leader to practice what he preaches. I practiced what I preach. Preach what I preach. 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 I practiced what I preach. But I practice what I preach. But we need to have 7 million people do the same thing. It needs time to see the results. Honestly, in fact, long-term plan cannot solve present problems. We need to have proper end of treatment facility, including landfill and incinerator, to deal with daily waste Hong Kong produced per day. Apart from that, recycle rate of industrial waste is achieved 95% now, but it still have 5% need to be disposed at the landfills. Therefore, multifunctional landfills is needed. Last time I mentioned to you, free landfills in Hong Kong will reach its capacity in the future 2 to 6 years. At that time, you asked me, is that expand landfill necessary? I say yes. Capacity. PA. 中文都係有啲難。Incinerator. Purge. What I purge 就唔使白嘅。What I purge. facilities. Condustrial. Condustrial waste. Condustrial. Construction waste. Construction waste. Because Daddy canceled the stream today, so we will practice interpreting now.
運動喺上年推出以嚟，佔全國得上口。我哋一齊出去食飯嘅時候，都叫大家唔好眼闊肚窄，睇嚟佢都相當愛惜食物。
Food waste to Hong Kong were launched in last year. Since then, it raised awareness of interest commercial of food wasting because Hong Kong produces 9,000 manipulated soil waste every day. Among them, food waste for 40% to face the manage. We announced 5. 佔咗大約40%。為咗應敵香港運動喺上年推出以嚟，大提，佢都叫大家唔好眼闊肚窄，睇嚟佢都相當愛惜食物。 Food waste Hong Kong were launched in last year, increased awareness in industrial and commercial sector of food waste. Hong Kong produced 9,000 manipulated soil waste per day. Among them, food waste occupied 40%. To face the waste management challenge, we announced Hong Kong Resources Recycle Plan in May last year, introducing in Hong Kong in food management, food strategy, and management. I have been an officer for 1.5 years. People from different sectors to tell me Hong Kong society organized a reduce food waste campaign. Food Waste Hong Kong encourage people to reduce food waste. For the mainstream opinion is positive to waste charging scheme, but sometimes they will ask why Hong Kong need to explain free landfills and build incinerator. Reduce waste as sources is our footprint, main mission of our I practice what I preach. But need 7 million people to follow. It needs time to see the evidence. Long-time plan cannot solve this problems. We need to have proper end of treatments of incinerator to deal with Hong Kong daily waste.
Besides from that, the recycle rate of construction waste already achieved 90%, but still have 5% need to be disposed in the landfill. Therefore, multifunctional landfill is necessary. Last time I mentioned to you, Hong Kong's free landfills will reach its capacity in 2 to 6 years. At that time, you asked me, is there expand landfill is necessary?
堆填區實際上係香港嘅足嘅廢料，我哋都是審查措施同埋挑戰，亦都叫大家唔好眼闊肚窄，睇嚟佢都相當愛惜食物。
Food Waste Hong Kong was launched in last year. Since then, increased industrial and commercial awareness on food waste. Hong Kong produced 9,000 manipulated food solid waste. Among them, food waste occupied 40%. To cope with waste management challenge, we announced the Hong Kong Resources Blueprint in May last year to introducing Hong Kong waste management food strategy and action plan in the few months. I have been officers in 1.5 meters. People from different sectors, including communities, industrial people, and citizens, tell me Hong Kong citizens organized different reduce food waste Hong Kong. Food waste Hong Kong encourage hundred to reduce food waste. Some opinion on street is to supportive to waste charging scheme. Sometimes they will ask why Hong Kong need to explain food landfills. Even built incinerator, reduce waste as sources is our blueprint. I practice what I practice, but mean to 7 million people to follow me is 90 times to see the results. Honestly, long-term plan cannot solve present problem. We need to have proper aim and achievement facility, including landfill and incinerator, to deal with Hong Kong daily food waste. Besides from that, recycle rate of construction is already achieved 90%, but still have 5% need to dispose at the landfills. Therefore, multifunctional landfill is necessary. Last time I mentioned to you, Hong Kong's free landfills will reach its capacity in future 2 to 6 years. At that time, you asked me, expand landfill is that necessary? Food Waste Hong Kong was launched in last year. Since then, increased the industrial and commercial awareness on food waste. Hong Kong produced 9,000 manipulated solid waste. Food waste occupied 40%. To deal with waste management challenge, we announced the Hong Kong Resources Recycle Blueprint in May last year, introducing Hong Kong food waste management food strategy and action plan in the future last 10 years. I have been officers in 1.5 have people for different sectors, including committees, industrial friends, and citizens, to tell me Hong Kong community organized to reduce waste campaign sometime. Food Waste Hong Kong encourage people to reduce food waste. Some surface point out the mainstream opinion is positive to future waste charging scheme, but they sometimes will ask me why Hong Kong need to explain free landfills or to build incinerator. Reduce waste as sources is the main mission of our blueprint. I practice what I purchase, but need to 7 million people to follow me in need time to see the results. Honest.